Red is truly the voice of our generation.
Hey, welcome back to Nefarious Things, everybody. This is episode 12.
Yeah.
Episode 12. We are filming with an open jar of marinara sauce in front of us.
It happens.
It's a good day.
I mean, it happens. It happens. They can't see that. You don't even have to point it out. Oh my god.
Anyways, we have a lot to get into this week.
Trash humpers.
Trash humpers. What's a choice?
Oh wait, which is worse? Trash humpers or the Oscars?
Oh, the Oscars. I would rather watch Trash Humpers again.
Oh my god.
The Oscars, which is what we're going to mainly have our opening
It's about people humping trash cans.
That's what the Oscars was this year. So, do you want to start this off?
It felt like a fever dream. Just like when we watched Trash Humpers, honestly.
Yeah, you remember when we had COVID and things kind of just felt like a little off? That's what the Oscars felt like.
I feel like I've been feeling like that since 2020.
Yeah. Well, at least we're together now.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather be quarantined with you than away.
Yeah, same. For those of you who don't know, Alex and I we were in a long distance relationship for the longest time. And we've been together for 8 months in person, on and off now. On for the most part now.
Yeah. I haven't left.
You haven't left. Your shit's here.
We made it.
We made it.
We're back, baby.
We're back. Oh, everybody's gonna hate us with this one.
Oh my god. No, I
Feel energy's up. We're going.
What do they say? Oh, this is important. We're dialed in or cranked up.
We're dialed in, we're cranking down. Teach a man how to fish and he might learn how to fuck it.
Oh my god. Coming in with the heat.
Well, that was the title of last week's podcast. Not ours, but if you guys have been keeping up with the Workaholics banter here, that we love their podcast. This is important. And that their last episode was called Teach a Man How to Fish and He Might Fuck It. Like, oh, thank you guys. Also, apparently, Adam wasn't... Dead Ringers? Adam wasn't on that podcast. Guess why?
Why?
His laptop died.
Oh my god.
So we just couldn't plug it in.
Yeah, sure. That means he was working on Pitch Perfect too.
There's 5. Pitch Perfect, fucking the TV show 2.0.
He's like the movie star of the group, and then he just comes up with excuses.
Yeah, but we're Team Blake all the way.
Remember when Durst was on Inventing Anna?
Remember when Durst was in that movie with Dakota Johnson and Rebel Wilson?
Which one was that?
That's how bad it was. I don't even remember what it was called.
Fuck. Oh my gosh.
So, good times.
Oh my god.
So, we're gonna start by quickly talking about a few things that we have been watching lately.
Well, we finished... Well, no, we're not fully caught up. I think we have one more episode to be caught up on Secrets of Playboy.
Yeah, we're almost caught up to Secrets of Playboy.
Didn't we just finish a show or something?
That's what I was trying to think. It was like right there.
What did we watch?
Okay, so Drag Race. For those of you, we are fisting Drag Race at this point. We are very deep into the Drag Race. So Snatch Game was awful. The episode after Snatch Game was kind of a redemption, but wait, did Bosco go home? Yeah. Oh.
No.
No, she had the golden chocolate bar. Oh no, I'm so excited for Friday. Well, Saturday morning, we've been having breakfast and Drag Race we've been having a drag brunch every week.
Oh my gosh. You're hilarious.
But, I can't think of, we've obviously been watching more television, but I can't recall.
Yeah.
Which isn't good.
Well, I feel like we've just been like trying different things. I don't know. I usually try to log things. Some of the TV shows are on Letterboxd.
Yeah, I have been catching up on Morbid, a true crime podcast, which is probably my favorite podcast besides ours.
Oh my god.
Let's suck our own dick real quick. But no, Morbid, if you guys like true crime, definitely, I've recommended them before, but Ash and Elena, they're on another level with their banter, and they're so funny together.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a good road trip podcast.
Yeah, it's definitely good workday podcast. I have a button on my work sweater that says probably listening to a true crime podcast.
Oh my god.
Which I more than likely am.
Well, should we start with some of the movies?
Yeah, Lords of Chaos.
Wait. Should we talk like movie news? Like the Oscars and other stuff?
Oh, I just don't want to talk about the Oscars. I'm so sick of talking about the slap heard around the world.
Well, we can veer off of that and talk about other things that other people want to be talking about.
Okay, so let's talk about how insufferable Amy Schumer is. I don't think she should be. Let's deplatform Amy Schumer for fat shaming Jennifer Lawrence and embarrassing Academy Award nominee Kirsten Dunst in front of Academy Award winner and nominee, her husband Jesse Plemons.
Oh my god. That's my wife, right? That's what he said.
Yeah, that's very awkward. Yeah. Also, keep my wife's name out of your fucking... It's a lot of, like, defending wives.
Yeah, well, like, Will Smith's is a little uncalled for. But, yeah. I mean, okay, Amy Schumer is, like, the worst person of all time. Like, I don't know...
Regina Hall. Regina Hall out here Me Tooing all of these actors.
You were like, hey.
I was like, good for her. Someone's gotta do it.
Oh my god.
No, this is a joke.
Even like the seat filler joke from Amy Schumer, like
I remember that happening. You said it was stolen, but like when you said that, I remember.
Yeah, and like Neil Patrick Harris, I think, did it. Stupid.
There was just so much packed into that 3 hours that made it messy. And not in a good way. Timothy Chalamet?
Do you think
not wearing a shirt?
Yeah, bro, put a fucking shirt on. You heard Chet Hanks.
Yeah, but nope, no salmon. We're not going topless.
Yeah.
Come on.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? White boy summer.
Yeah, it was a little embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know what he was. Also, what I will say, the one good thing about the Oscars that like nobody is talking about, Lady Gaga, when she came out with Liza Minnelli, just how much she was reassuring her, like, and just helping her through the whole thing, because obviously like it didn't look like she had a stroke and she's in a wheelchair, but like you could hear her talking to her on the microphone and like reassuring her that like she was okay, like she's in good hands. It just felt really like that was like the highlight of the night, to see how kind Lady Gaga is. And let me just sing her praises because I love her so fucking much. Oh, the only thing like she's ever done wrong was House of Gucci.
Just wear a meat suit, honestly.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
The meat suit is a lot better than House of Gucci.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Didn't you like her in House of Gucci?
I loved her in House of Gucci, but I'm saying that was the only thing she's ever done wrong.
Oh my god. Oh my god, remember when she did... Were you around when Lady Gaga was doing obscure nude yoga videos?
No.
Yeah. And then TMZ was just like posting them uncensored?
Oh. Oh, no.
You don't remember that? You don't remember that?
No, I've blocked a lot out of my... I was on crack.
Before I think it was before she was on American Horror Story, and she was like... She was not doing like anything because she was doing bizarre shit, and then like she just kind of dropped off the face of the earth like after she was doing like the meat suit bullshit. And then she was like, she kind of she kind of went away. She was kind of like releasing music but like wasn't really doing anything. And then just like I remember popping up and like it was just Lady Gaga, like, Nude yoga. Lady Gaga do nude yoga. Type that shit in. I guarantee it'll come up.
Oh my
Full
god!
frontal TMZ article first thing. How did I know? Warning: explicit content.
Oh, okay.
Did they show it?
Is she?
Did they show it?
No, this is like an art installment because she's wearing a blindfold.
Yeah, cause like that's like an art. That's like an artist. But yeah, scroll through this bullshit. Like she literally is like fully naked. I think they show it.
Well, good for her. She was fully like naked in her documentary. Did you watch that? Jesus Christ, she's so fucking cool.
You didn't see any of this?
No, I
love it how it's like breaking nude. Oh, breaking nude. Oh my god! Remember when they were just exposing people?
Oh, there she is. There she goes.
On TMZ. TMZ is wild for that. Like, remember when TMZ would just like post like Britney Spears' pussy like right on the fucking
I cannot just hugging a crystal.
Yeah, right? Isn't this
She's
weird?
charging her energy.
Oh, we're charged up. That's what this is important says.
We're charged up. We're cranking down and we're charged up.
This podcast is charged.
We're dialed in and we're charged up.
Full frontal nudity made Lady Gaga. Go look that shit up, guys.
She's beautiful. I swear, she is the coolest. I just want to mold my life after her.
I was like, we got full puss in that video.
We got full puss on that. Oh my god.
When did wait, go look at the date on that. Like 2014 maybe? No. 2013. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the promotional material for the new Mario movie. The guy from Nintendo came out and he was announcing the cast for the Mario movie, and he goes, Chris Pratt as Mario.
God.
He's so cool.
Oh my god.
We're only following like 4 people on our pod Instagram, and it's like only In Search of Darkness and In Search of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're just showing our dedication.
And Intercut. We do follow Intercut in there.
Shout out Art. Shout out Zach.
Shout out Art.
Shout out. Yeah, shout out Art's vest. Fucking nerd.
We're starting.
Who wears a fucking vest? We're goofing on your fucking vest, Art. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. Well. Since I don't think we really watched any other shows, really, right?
No, I don't think we watched any other shows, really, but we have had a horrible track record with movies this past month, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, it kind of went like a little wild on the ratings.
Yeah, so very quickly we will mention we'll quickly mention Trash Humpers, The House of the Devil, The Social Network, Vox Lux, Lords of Salem, Lords of Chaos. Obviously, Rob Zombie's on my mind at all times. But Lords of Chaos ended up being a really surprise movie. And even for a couple of days after that movie, I was watching or listening to videos about the real story and kind of Euronymous in real life and death and or dead and I don't know, the whole scene and how they're still touring as a band, Mayhem, and I don't know, it's just wild.
How are they like not like in jail? Like they just like murdered everyone and they were just like
burned down churches for fun.
They're just like out and about.
Out and about. So Jackass Forever. What a pleasant surprise. Oh my goodness. We laughed.
So many cocks.
Chris Pontius, you know what? You are a trooper. You put Danger Aaron
is the trooper.
You put your cock through hell and back in that movie, and I really hope you put your cock and balls through hell, and I really hope that for the sake of your life, you've already had children.
Honestly, I mean, it was pretty wild. Like, what? I mean, there were so many cocks. So many cock shots, so many.
But we laughed so hard. We love Poopies.
Yeah, I like that they're bringing on newer people. Poopies is the stupidest guy that you'll ever fucking know. And I'm not just saying that. Like, literally go watch Steve-O's
podcast. Yeah, literally he's like, no, I don't know anything. I'm just kind of existing. I'm just here to party.
Honestly, though.
But also Jasper from Odd Future, and a couple of others. But they have, they picked a pretty good couple of people to add on.
Yeah, I agree. And I thought the stunts were pretty good.
And it makes me really upset that they've credited Bam in the movie and didn't. Thank you, Ginger, for ruining this moment. And they didn't put him in the movie. Credited
the Margera family. Like, what did the Margera family contribute to this? Like, by putting him into conservatorship.
Credited Sean Malta wasn't even in the movie.
I know. Yeah, why was he in the credits? Like, there's so many people in the credits for no reason.
Yeah. In the credits, when they started playing the "If You're Gonna Be Dumb, You Gotta Be Tough" song, it's always like nice to hear that song because you expect it at the end of every Jackass movie, and like if they didn't play it, like I was gonna throw hands. Ghoulies! We finally watched Ghoulies. If you want a full review on that, you can check out my horror channel where we did a full review on that. Speaking of horror channel, we've watched a bunch of babysitter horror movies. All Hallows Eve, The House of the Devil, Emily, The Babysitter 1 and 2, and we still have to watch The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. So those I'm going to be reviewing coming up in about a week.
Good call.
We went to the movie theater last week to go see X.
Yeah, let's talk about
X. So I enjoyed it. It was fun. But when we saw it and our viewing of it, it was so dark that we couldn't enjoy the kills.
I'm not going to give it a pass. Like, I'm not going to give Ty West a pass and be like, oh, it's just the theater. Make it so every theater can just fucking show it and we can see what's on the screen.
Because you kind of go into it thinking that it's going to have the 70s feel that it does in the commercial, but when you go into it, and just from the very beginning, like I know, like so many people have said that it's supposed to be like blown out and like kind of blurry and stuff, but it doesn't make it easier to watch. It kind of just disrupts the viewing experience, in my opinion at least.
It cheapens the effects too, like so like even the blood or like the kill scenes, like some of them are, it's like they took the easy route with the gore by doing that.
Yeah, and if you guys want to skip, I'm going to kind of talk about some spoilers about the movie itself. So if you want to skip in a little bit, I'm going to kind of ruin some of the movie here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you've had enough time. Mia Goth plays both Maxine and Pearl in the movie. Pearl is the elderly woman, and the elderly man, I forget his name. Howard. It's Howard. Yeah. It is played by a younger gentleman. So it makes me feel like the effects weren't strong enough in that makeup, in any of, I don't know, Ty West does some really amazing things. The Sacrament, I have sang the praises of The Sacrament forever. The House of the Devil was amazing. He's done so many episodes of TV shows that we love. Ty West is just, we have to watch The Innkeepers, but Ty West is just phenomenal. And this made me feel like he wasn't confident in his effects in this movie because it felt like they were hidden in darkness too much.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And like I feel like they definitely like did something to like the trailer to make it look more vibrant with like, they probably like turned the saturation up or something so you could see what's happening on the screen for the trailer. But then when we watched it, it was like, I don't know. And not only that, but like some of the story was just kind of like,
yeah, I don't know. I'm still feeling confused about this movie because I really liked it, but on the other hand, Ty West it just felt like so much. The House of the Devil, it was set in the 80s, but it didn't, like, the movie wasn't dimmed. It didn't feel like the quality was diminished for him to put the effects on the video, to the movie.
Yeah, and the fact that it seems like it, to me, especially with like this announcement that there's gonna be like 2 or 3 of them or something, I felt like he was thinking about how he could make this into a 3 or 4 part series, like a franchise, rather than let's focus on this one movie and like make it good.
Yeah.
Like the best we could do. Like The House of the Devil, that was like a one-off movie and he put his all into it.
He put his pussy into that movie.
But this one just feels like it's kind of like, I don't know, it's missing the same flair.
Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, some of the kills are good, but like some of them are kind of like, some of the stuff happens off screen. The what's his face, Kid Cudi's character dies off screen.
But yeah,
some of the narrative is a little weird. I don't know. I feel like they could have done a better job, but I feel like he was more focused on how they could just push this bullshit out to make like another one.
Yeah, and there's so many references to the Texas. This is literally the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with just 2 old people. But I don't know, it just didn't feel as strong as his other movies. The Sacrament, as soon as we came out of that movie, it was like, The Sacrament had a whole like 2-minute unflinching shot where someone literally got like cyanide poisoning and died immediately, and the camera doesn't move at all, and you just have to sit there and watch it happen. I didn't feel like I was affected by anything like that in X. And in The House of the Devil, you feel like there's so much dread being built up through the whole movie, and you just want something to happen so bad that when it does, you're like, oh my god. But like,
I don't understand like the amount of, I don't know, like everyone seems to just be like, you know, throwing their whole like pussy into like how much they love it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know.
But I feel like a lot of people who are loving this movie are not only, like, aside from the movie reviewers and stuff and people in the horror community, but a lot of people that are saying they like this. I don't, like Ashley, a girl we watch on YouTube.
They wouldn't even go into like anything else, like more.
I don't think that they would know what any other Ty West movie is if you were just to say, hey, Ty West, you know? Yeah. It's just like, you think this movie is good because this is what you're seeing, but you haven't seen or dove into any of this deeper work for you to compare it to. So we'll wrap up X. We also checked out Southbound, which we'll talk about. The Stuff, which was 85 horror, and Old, which I hadn't seen before, which I really wasn't missing anything. You were right. And then Unbreakable, which I admittedly fell asleep through, but I had a long day, so I get a pass. Now we talk about our main movies. Okay, so let's start off with
Lady Gaga Full Frontal.
Nude. Barely legal.
Oh my god. She was 100% legal.
Our main movie this week is one that was Ari Aster's muse, for lack of a better word, for Hereditary, and this is The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover, which I cannot stop talking about. I can't stop thinking about, even though I forgot about it today. The cats are about to kill each other, so there's that. Anyways, this movie, by the end of it, I was just bawling my eyes out. It was a wild, he didn't like it as much as I did. I would give this movie a perfect score.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
I feel like
it wasn't bad.
This is a new comfort movie. This is something that I feel like I could just throw on and enjoy anytime. I would sit, this movie goes up there with Django Unchained, with, yeah. For the amount of time, do you not remember me telling you that I watched Django Unchained every single day for a year?
Yeah, but...
And I feel like I could do that with this.
I don't know.
Hereditary is my comfort movie to begin with.
Like niche type of movie.
And I loved every minute of it.
Well, you just have to know that going into it, and it definitely is going to feel like a play. So if you're not into that, you're not going to be into this.
Ashley likes really obscure things that people don't normally seek out.
And Ari asked her, what are you doing?
Do you not remember the strange thing about the Johnsons?
What do you mean?
He's doing something.
Well, I know, there you go. I like Ari Aster, but I don't like the fact that he said that this was what inspires his movies.
Oh, well, Hereditary, I understand because of the lighting situation, just how things are set up, and I can understand where he pulled his influences from. Maybe I'm just a huge Ari Aster apologist.
I think
but
so.
just very quickly, I'm not going to read this kind of synopsis. I'm going to tell you what I gathered from this movie instead, okay?
Helen Mirren Bush.
Helen Mirren Bush. No.
Oh my god.
So Helen Mirren, right? With a very abusive, not fun husband, just a disgusting kind of man that you want to see get his comeuppance in the end through the whole movie. And she is having an affair of sorts with a man that frequents the restaurant that her husband owns. And the cook is the one who is helping her kind of have this affair, hence the cook, the thief, who is the man, the husband, the wife, and her lover, who is the man who eats in the It's a very convoluted story, let me tell you.
Yeah, it's very convoluted, and it feels like it's happening all at one time, and that like they just can't not like fuck each other for like 4 seconds.
Honestly, that's the only downfall of this movie, and maybe where I would lose it half a star is Helen Mirren is a fuck machine for this whole movie.
And it's just like you wouldn't be getting yourself into this whole movie wouldn't exist if you were acting normally. If
you just could not like in the bread proofing room, like
in the bread proofing room.
They were literally like, she was getting fondled in the fucking meat carriage, like,
Carriage, yeah. She was getting fondled in the meat carriage.
Her meat carriage was getting fondled in the meat carriage.
Oh my god. Look at Ginger fucking staring at us.
She's like, Mom, you need to stop. But yeah, so at the end, Helen Mirren delivers this fantastic line when her lover is tragically killed and cooked and served to her abusive husband. And she tells him to start with the cock because he knows where it's been. And I think that's a very poetic line. I absolutely love that fucking movie. I think it's just so good. Like, it is like seared into my brain. I will never forget that movie.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad movie. It's just kind of like an obscure type of pick. Like if you were gonna put on a movie like that, I mean, if you like obscure things, then yeah, go for it. But if it's like, if you were like gonna go into something thinking it's gonna be like Hereditary Ari Aster, because Ari Aster told you that that's what inspired him, you're gonna be like, what?
You're gonna be like 35 minutes in, like, where is the decapitation scene?
Yeah, there's no decapitation. It sounds more crazy than it is. It feels like more of like a romance drama than like anything else.
But there's the bathroom scene where she's trying to hide, like she's literally getting railed in a stall, and then her husband's just there, and then she thinks he's gone, but he's not gone, but her fuck buddy's still in the bathroom with her, and oh my god, it's just like, it's just so much dread build up. It's so good.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you guys like that type of stuff, check it out.
Oh my god, and I guess like I said, I would give it a perfect score. What would you rate it?
3 out of 5.
6 out of 5.
6 out of 5. Oh my god.
Another movie that I would give a 6 out of 5 to, Greener Grass, which I'm really happy that we've been able to share this movie together since like the very beginning of our relationship.
Yeah, you're the one that put me onto it. I probably wouldn't have even checked it out, to be honest.
Yeah, I saw, as soon as Intercut started even just talking about this movie, I was like, I know I'm gonna love it. I love just...
You're a school!
Julian is I'm sorry we're late. Julian has a dog now. You know, we've been able to quote this movie in so many different situations. There's a scene where the kid falls into the pool and he comes out a dog, and she goes, I don't own a dog, but I know that's a dog. And then yesterday we saw a fucking eagle here in like Ontario, Canada, and I was like, I don't own an eagle, but I know that's an eagle. There's just
soccer ball baby.
Yeah, they're the definition of a soccer mom putting a soccer ball in her dress and then naming it Twilson. Just
Jim Cummings.
Jim Cummings makes a special cameo appearance. Just so much good. The husband just is obsessed with drinking the pool water to the point where like he's in the pool just drinking the whole water.
Oh my god.
But for those of you who don't know, Greener Grass was directed by Jocelyn DeBoer and Don Lube.
Yeah.
But it's about soccer moms.
And they star in it.
Yeah, they star in it, and it's about soccer moms Jill and Lisa who compete for approval and acceptance in a bizarre suburbia while their kids battle it out on the playing field. There is a short film that precedes this, but we forgot to. Well, I've seen it.
You've seen it?
Yeah, it's like 14 minutes long. And it comes before. It's like a field map for them kind of feeling out this universe. But it is very funny. Just the situations that these people are put into in this movie are wild. The kids fully commit to this movie.
The braces.
They're all wearing braces. When they get haircuts, their hair bleeds. You know,
I don't even have any words for this movie. It's so good though.
It's so good, and it feels like a horror movie, just with how ominous the music is and the way they shoot things. And when she takes her braces off, and she's taking them off her teeth, and it feels so gross, and it's so funny though. And at the end, I guess this is what makes it a horror movie, is when they're like, how long have the kids been playing on graves? They're playing soccer on graves.
Oh my god.
They're in a fucking cemetery? Like, oh god, it's just such a good movie. She kidnaps a child from a different family, like...
The movie is absolutely bonkers, but you should check it out.
I know we're kind of like giving a very vague...
I know, they're probably like, what the fuck is this movie?
We've seen this probably 4 times now, and... it is the greatest thing to ever exist.
Honestly, though. I agree.
Like I said, I would give it a 6 out of 5. What would you give it?
I think I give it a 4.5 out of 5.
Well, that's deserved, I guess. But moving on to our third and final movie, which is Southbound, which is, I think, an underrated anthology, and one of my very favorite anthologies. Interlocking tales of highway terror revolve around malevolent spirits at a truck stop, a mysterious traveler, and a car accident, and a home invasion. And the way that these stories wrap around so perfectly, it just makes they all meld into one another so perfectly. There's not really an overarching story that is more than just the highway itself. I don't know. I think it's just so well done. Even if the monsters have weird looking CGI, I think they're so well done. They're so spooky. Southbound is definitely, like, I highly recommend it as an anthology.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I thought it was pretty good. And you're the one that showed it to me. So.
The part where he has to cut her stomach open and compress her lung, and you watch him like stick his hand in her body cavity and like squeeze. I'm like the whole time watching it because it feels so real and visceral. Yeah. And the voice in the phone's like, compress the lung.
Oh my god.
Like, oh my god.
Compress the lung. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
if you guys like just disgusting good anthologies, it has an 81% on Rotten Tomatoes, if that means anything to anyone.
It'll rock your block.
It'll rock your block. Okay, so our main movie is going to be a trigger warning because this is kind of a hard one to watch, but I've been thinking about it since we've watched it the first time. This one, I've watched Hunter x Hunter like 3 times now because that one stuck with me. This one also stuck with me like that, but this is only going to be my second viewing, so I'm really excited to watch Violation again. So it does deal with some pretty heavy themes. So go into it knowing that, but it is a phenomenal watch.
Well, my pick is going to be After Yang with Colin Farrell.
I've been putting I've been putting that one off because every time we go to watch it, I'm doing my makeup, and I just don't want to sit there and bawl my eyes out because I know I'm going to. But we'll do the random number generator, and 404 error not found. No. 444. So we have number 404 today for the random number generator. So I'm gonna go and dig that out, and we'll be back. Ashley is so excited because I got my favorite movie, Rainbow, the Genetic Opera. It was 404. I've seen this, we've seen this together. I've seen this so many times, but I love this movie. This is another one that I cannot stop thinking about because Bill Moseley, Paris Hilton, just like the cast, what's his name? Paul Sorvino, Alexa Vega, like the cast.
Paul Sorvino?
He was just in...
What?
What did we watch he was in the other day?
No, it was The Stuff, wasn't it?
The Stuff.
Yeah, it was The Stuff.
Yeah, it was The Stuff. Weird.
Paul
Sorvino's in The Stuff. So we'll do Violation, After Yang, and Repo the Genetic Opera. What a fucking trio this week.
And we should catch up on some other ones while we're at it, like Coda and like other ones.
The Power of the Dog, which we still haven't watched, which we said in like episode 9 that we would be back the next week watching that movie fully, and we still haven't.
We're Wanda Sykes, it's fine. We are Wanda Sykes.
It's gonna take us about a month. If we start it now, we'll get about a minute a day in before we get too bored.
At least After Yang is only 96 minutes or something like that.
Well, I'm sure that one will be good. Hatching comes out soon. So excited for Hatching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's where we're gonna leave the pod today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this week.
You're hilarious.
I know. So leave us a comment, subscribe, leave a rating, leave us a comment somewhere else.
Leave us a rating.
Yeah.
Go on our TikTok, follow our TikTok.
Yeah, follow our TikTok for sure because it's popping off right now. And if you're from TikTok, hello, hi, how are ya?
Yeah. Stick around.
You might like what you see. Cocks and boobs.
Oh my god.
Because it's always
There's no cocks and boobs, but that is what we talk about.
Okay, Helen Mirren Bush. And we're out.
Lady Gaga Bush.
We talked about so much full frontal nudity today. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Euphoria.
This is why it's called Nefarious Things. Also, X? Sam Levinson?
Oh yeah. Trying to forget.
Ugh, disgusting. Anyways, we'll see you next week.